Hey guys, welcome to the 2 a.m. pipe on the patio evening edition. Smoking my Butz Choquin, very first pipe I ever owned. This was my, very first pipe I ever owned when I started smoking, actually really smoking. I had owned a Dr. Grabo years before when I first tried to take up the pipe, and then I gave up. And then in 1994 I decided to start smoking again, and my wife bought me this pipe. And this was the first pipe that I really started smoking with. And it is the Choquin. And in this, I am smoking some Erinmore mixture. And I'm really beginning to thoroughly enjoy this mixture here. It took me a little while. I did not like this when I first started smoking it. And I waited a couple of months, and then I got this in December, and it really wasn't something it just wasn't up my alley at that point. And I put it away, and last month I broke it out again, and I have really been enjoying it. Lots of things changing in my taste lately, so that's a good thing. Got a nice citrusy taste to it. I haven't really looked up to see what's in this or anything like that. At the time I first tried it, I was heavy into English, and this just didn't ring my bell when I tried it. And I started getting into some Virginias and different things, and decided to go ahead and try this again and give it a shot, and it kind of hit my taste buds just right when I tried it again, and I'm glad I didn't give it away. I was thinking about giving it away, and I'm glad I didn't, because I really am enjoying it now. And it taught me a valuable lesson here. So I've had other pipe tobaccos that I didn't like, and I waited and tried them again. So this has dark Cavendish, Burley, and Virginias, enriched with mature Samson from Turkey, and it's got a vanilla flavors, create a soft sweetness and fruity character of the blend, rich in contrast and with a perfect balance of aroma. I enjoy it. I'm enjoying it. So that's one I will keep. Beautiful evening. Got a little bit of wind blowing here. Not too bad. Just a breeze. Blue skies, white fluffy clouds in the sky. Birds are singing, chirping away. gorgeous, just beautiful. Beautiful night to be smoking my first pipe ever. Well, first pipe that I kept, let's put it that way. First pipe when I started smoking seriously. This pipe is 26 years old. This pipe took 25 years to break in. And it smokes so great now. Blue's out here with me, laying on his bed. I was talking to an old friend this morning, messaging an old friend this morning that I hadn't talked to in a long, long time. We were talking about a musician that we both admired, a guy named Hadley Hockensmith. Who had played in a band called the Third Avenue Blues Band back in 1970. Went on to play in a band called Koinonia in the early 80s. He was a studio musician in the 70s, played in a lot of gospel bands. On their albums, he was a Los Angeles studio musician. Wound up playing with a lot of the big Christian bands of the 70s, Second Chapter of Acts and Michael O'Mardian and many others. Great guitar player, and Koinonia was a great jazz band, kind of fusion stuff that in the Spyro Gyra kind of vein, where they were Yellow Jackets, Spyro Gyra kind of Larry Carlton early solo stuff. Really great music. We were talking about him, about Hadley Hockensmith. So that was kind of interesting. So I was listening to Hadley Hockensmith Koinonia stuff today, and it was fun to break that out and listen to that again, because I hadn't listened to that in years. Very good band. Boy, Alex Acuna, Adam Laboriel, some great musicians in that band. Their first couple albums were like instrumental albums. They had a live album that was phenomenal, and it was awesome. I got really heavy into fusion music back in the early 80s. Alan Holdsworth and, well, you know, Jeff Beck, his Wired and Blow by Blow albums just turned me on to fusion. And then I got into Alan Holdsworth, who just took me to a whole different world of music. He changed guitar forever as far as I'm concerned. And then Billy Cobham's Spectrum album changed, you know, was incredible. Dixie Dregs were another band that they just morphed all kinds of stuff together in that band. That was just, they were a fun band to listen to. You didn't know what was going to happen on their albums. Dixie Dregs were something else. There was a band called The Fence, F-E-N-T-S. They had just a few albums out, and they were just young guys, man. And they opened for Alan Holdsworth one time, San Diego State, and they just tore the roof off the place. And Alan Holdsworth came out, and he was like, "Who are these guys? Who are those guys, man?" He just was like, "Who are?" He couldn't believe how good they were, and they looked like they were 15. I mean, they were just these young-looking kids. And they were in college, but they just all looked like they were these young kids. God, they were so good. So if you ever see any of their albums, First Offense and just one called The Fence, F-E-N-T-S, grab those. They were great if you're into fusion. Those were two great albums. Hard to find, but God, they were good. Amazing musicianship. Anyway, I'm gonna shut this down here. I could talk music all night long with you guys. I will let you go here. Have a good night. I will probably be out later on. Don't forget to set your clocks forward tonight. We're all losing an hour of sleep. So have a good one. Don't stay up too late. You're going to lose an hour of sleep tonight. Love you guys. God bless. Have a good one.